Hey everybody, this is Nancy Harner with the Jim Allen Group, Howard Perry in Boston, and I'm here today with Ron Braswell and Matt Kerul, and we're in their spectacular home in Trinity Forest. And I have to say to y'all both that when you walk in the front door, there is just an immediate open feeling that I love. But what really is my very favorite thing is the master suite and the shower and the tub. And is there a feature about this house that turned out, Ron, exactly like you wanted it to?
Well, the whole home is about function, and we got to have a little excitement.
Okay, and Matt, how did you, I want to know about Braswell construction, but how did you get started in the building business?
About 5 years ago, I got an opportunity to work under Ron and learn what he knows, and his reputation has made that a no-brainer to come along and see what I can learn and get me into an industry that's enjoyable to work in and gives you the freedom to spend time with family.
Tell me about, how long have you been doing this?
I've been licensed since 1977, long enough to retire, but I enjoy what I do so much. Retirement, I think, is for the folks that don't enjoy their day job. So the combinations of the product today, the customers, and we can be so much more creative, and I just enjoy that time. But to fill in on Matthew, him coming forward was at a time because I knew how to build a home. I knew how to work directly with the subcontractors. I knew how to work with the customers. But the digital age, I did not know about. Matthew came in, he was a chemist prior to this, and he's kind of like me. He did not like working inside, the ability to come and work outside a little bit. But to bring everything forward, building a home has gotten so much more complicated. It started with soil and erosion. We got to certainly be mindful of our future generations and not really rob from our natural resources. So Matthew came in and that was valuable to him and valuable to the industry. So coming in and making the home more creative, the kitchen, family room, large breakfast rooms, and bringing it all together, but trying to keep a clean kitchen that does not take away from that enjoyment coming together. So we bring in a lot of features like a larger pantry being the scullery. It's actually a smaller working kitchen, probably the size of my parents' kitchen or my father-in-law's kitchen of the day, 50 years ago. So I think that home being more creative, going back into the master suite, much larger master suite with a tub inside the shower, we call a wet area. And then after COVID, the home needed to have a few more functions. None of us were going to the gym anymore. So we needed our home exercise room, which quite honestly, the time you drove to the gym and back, you could get your exercise routine in because all of us are busy. We go back and realize that we needed a study added to the home. And it was even more needed was 2 studies in a home. So the home just evolved in need and making it more functional. We enjoyed our recreation room, but we still needed another recreation room. So, and for family, we wanted it to be totally functional. The screen porch with the larger back sliding doors, it just brought another dimension into the home. So we could actually, be outside but still be inside with it all interconnected. Just all the innovative building products, and the house became so functional, but it became so emotionally enjoyable. And that's the part I like most, and working directly with the customers.
And I think you might have answered the next question. Is there a new hot thing? I know for a while it was the screen porch with the fireplace and all that is so wonderful, but is there a new thing everybody's asking for?
Well, as you stated, it's not one thing, it's the functionality of the house having a room for everything you need.
Okay.
That might not be the new hot thing, but that's an important thing that people are wanting these days.
So when we work at home, the office, and then also the screen porch
Right,
with the
and so
living
you've got your
area.
space for everything you need to do. And now design-wise, everybody's loving the panel match refrigerators, panel match dishwashers, and then you mentioned the outdoor screened-in porch with fireplace.
Right.
Now we're bringing in a kitchen area out there for a lot of people, so
Right.
those would be the more newer hot items.
This area continuing to grow with the influx of people, and I come from corporate relocation, I don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon with people coming into our area. Where do you think, we're just minutes from downtown Wake Forest here, but where do you think you'll be building in the future?
Great question. Excuse me. Availability of land is a concern, but there is still quite a bit of land, and we're finding ourselves venturing out, just outer lying counties. We have space, but a new frontier is changing the face of North Hills, North Ridge, and inside the Beltline, and we're tearing down the non-functioning homes and replacing them with the new product. So we're going to grow. In the polls, we're usually in the top 3 for job opportunities. It's so much innovation, medical, universities. But one of the polls I look at too, we're number 2 in the, excuse me, we're number 2 in the nation for grandparents moving near their grandchildren. And I happen to be the age that understands those folks. And that's been probably 50% of our market.
Okay,
And
that's interesting.
just so many opportunities. So we're going to find a place for folks.
Okay, this is wonderful. I love this house, and I thank y'all so much for talking to us today. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Ron. Everybody be sure to come out and look at this beautiful home at 8613 Bishop Pine Lane. Thanks, everybody.